Hey there, hello everyone, welcome to Coding with Avinash. So we are going to start a new video series on Spring Data JPA. So in this series we will dive into the world of Java Persistence API JPA and how Spring Data JPA simplifies data access in Spring Boot applications and all. So what is Spring Data JPA? First off, let's understand what Spring Data JPA is all about. Spring Data JPA is part of the larger Spring Data project, which aims to provide a consistent and easy way to access data in Spring based applications. When I say access data, it's something like whenever you want to interact with database or data repositories, whenever you want to fetch the data or insert the data into the repositories. So this data access will be simplified in a much better way using Spring Data JPA. It builds on top of JPA, a standard Java specification for ORM frameworks, and provides additional features and utilities to streamline data access. So why do we need to use this Spring Data JPA? I think you might have been wondering, right? Like why I need to use Spring Data JPA? This Spring Data JPA offers several benefits, including simplified data access, reducing the boilerplate code, and increasing productivity. If you remember in the traditional applications, whenever we need to interact with our databases or data repositories, we used to write this class called DAO. We used to create an interface of DAO. We used to provide methods in that, and we used to create a class of that DAO implementation, and we used to write the implementation of those methods which were provided in the interface. And then for every function like save, insert, or everything, we used to write the implementation, right? So now using this data JPA, that can be reduced. All this such a kind of boilerplate code can be reduced, and we can achieve the same using simple methods. And it provides convenient abstraction from for performing all the CRUD operations and query methods, so which allow developers to focus more on business logic than on writing all this code. Okay, so before we dive deeper, let's quickly talk about setting up our development environment. To follow along with this series, you will need to have JDK installed in your machines, and you need to have any IDE like IntelliJ or Spring Tool Suite or Eclipse, whichever you're comfortable with. And we'll also be needing a database. So here I will be using MySQL database. Don't worry if you are new to these tools. We'll guide through the setup process step by step. So firstly, let's download a Spring Tool Suite. So for this, just go to any of your search engine and just type Spring Tool Suite, download, and you will be seeing Spring IO websites. You just go through the website, and you can find something called Spring Tools for Eclipse, right? So in this, you can download whichever version is compatible with your machine. So for my machine, it's Windows 64-bit, so I'll be using Windows 64-bit here. So once you downloaded, just to save time, I have already downloaded. So once you download, you will be getting a self-extracting Spring Tool Suite executable jar. Once you clicked on the jar, files will be getting extracted, and you can just copy those and paste it in your C drive. I have pasted the same, saying STS 4.2.1 release. So you can double click on your Spring Tool Suite 4 application here. I just pinned to my taskbar, so I'll just click to open that. So you can specify any of the workspace in your Explorer, and you can use the same Explorer. It's not only Spring Tool Suite, you can use any of the IDE which you're comfortable with. Here in this series, I'll be using Spring Tool Suite and MySQL. So after opening, you can create a new project by going to new and then Spring Startup project. So here I will be giving all my details. I'll say Spring Data JPA demo, and I just mentioned my group with coding with avinash.springdata.jpa.demo. And you can provide the package name, and once done, so for this we need to have two dependencies. One is our JPA dependency, and since we are going to use MySQL, we need MySQL dependency as well. We'll just select those two and click on next and click on finish. So it's getting imported. So if you see, our Spring Data JPA demo project has been imported, and we'll be having our source main Java and source main resources. This is our application.properties, and we'll have source test Java. So now let's install MySQL in our machine. So open any of your browser and go to search engine and just say MySQL installer Windows. So you can go to this site and we can download the second one, which is having more MB. So I have already downloaded. So once you downloaded, installer will get appeared in your downloads. Just double click on it, click on run. Yes. Click on yes. So here we are having different options to set up, where we can set only server and only client without server, full and custom. Let me select custom and click on next. So here I'll be choosing what I need. So I'll be selecting MySQL server, and I'll be selecting MySQL workbench, and I'll be selecting MySQL shell. Once I selected all the required, let's just click on next. Let's go to next. Let's click on yes. Let's say execute. So our server is getting installed, and then our workbench. Yeah, now all the three got installed. Let's click on next. It's ready to configure. So here these are the default ports 3306. So let's keep it same and let's continue. Click on next, and this is asking to set up a password. So we can give whatever password we need. I'm just giving admin so that I can remember it easily, and click on continue. Next, execute. So it's executing step by step. And just click on finish. Next. So it's just asking like whether to start the workbench after setup and MySQL shell. I'm just unchecking MySQL shell, and let's click on finish. So this is your workbench, where you can just go in with the password which you have given before. So your workbench got opened. So you can create your or execute your DBs all over here. So that wraps up our introduction to Spring Data JPA. In the upcoming videos, we'll explore various aspects of Spring Data JPA, starting with entity mapping, repository interfaces. So stay tuned and let's embark on the journey together. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more tutorials. Thank you all.